Alright guys, welcome. I appreciate you guys for checking this out. This is gonna be a video. This is one of the few videos I'm recording that I did not stream. So I've done this once before when Overprime went out. So this is just a video of somebody that played Paragon OG and Overprime that was a big fan, and what I think of Predecessor now, because I know there's a lot of people wondering this. I wondered this when I was coming over. So to begin with, again, played OG Paragon, had every skin possible, closed down. Played Overprime, had every skin possible, closed down. I've had Predecessor from the beginning, and so you can see that by this right here, legendary supporter, day one, all this stuff. So I've had Pred from the beginning, okay. But
peace and quiet.
I didn't like Predecessor, okay. Just wasn't a fan. So we played Overprime. It is what it is. So I'm coming from being a very big fan of Overprime to Predecessor because Overprime is closed down, and I know a lot of people from Overprime are wondering, how's Predecessor? Is it worth it? I know a lot of people that have played it and are just done with it. Like, they do not like Pred at all. So I was one of those people for a very long time. I will say this, coming from OG Paragon and Overprime, Pred has a ways to go on their graphics and on their UI. The UI looks awful. I agree. Look at this heroes select screen. And this is one of my biggest issues. Guys, OG Paragon looked better than this. So how do you get the assets from that and make it worse? So that's a big thing with a lot of people when they're coming to Pred, is it just looks bad. The UI is the worst UI I've ever seen of a Paragon game ever. In all of the versions, it's the worst one ever. Look at this. I mean, the heroes look terrible. The menus just look bad. The items look like they come from a Nintendo Switch game. I mean, look at it, guys. So that's a big issue. I understand, and people are coming from Overprime and Paragon. I get it. That's a big issue. Even the skins are awful. I mean, the reason I say that, look at this. Okay. This is a recolor, guys. That's a recolor. Here, let's go to all of them. I'll go to every single one. And again, the reason I'm making this isn't to bash Pred. It's to talk about what other people are going to be thinking, like I was when I came to Pred from other ones. The skins are terrible, okay? Let's just be honest. They're not good. Look at guys, look at this. Anybody that's played all the games know how bad the graphics are at this. Look, I mean, the graphics are terrible. Here, I'm going to show you a spitting example. Anybody want to see Shinbi? Here.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this Shinbi.
Go.
She looks awful. It looks like a game that's not released yet. And everyone's going to say it's early access. I get it. I get it. So I'm not saying this won't change. My point is, this is why people have a lot of issues with Pred. It's because the graphics are very bad. So, first things first, they have announced that they are doing multiple graphical increases soon. The 28th, March 28th is the very first graphics increase. I believe they're just working on the map, and they're going to make that better, and it looks great. So, but they're going to do more. So, that's definitely a huge plus for people that are used to better graphics, because they got to do something with this UI. They have to. Seraph looks so bad. But I'm just saying, so we can look forward to better graphic increases from what I'm seeing, okay? So let's throw the graphics out the window at the moment, because they're acknowledging that it does not look good and they need to update it. So they've already acknowledged that. They've already acknowledged that they're going to come out with better graphics. So that's a good thing, okay? The second thing that I have a gigantic issue with, and they've said they're fixing this. We'll see how much they fix it come March 28th, because they said that's the date it's being released. These skins, for as terrible as they are so expensive. Look at this here, and click on any of them. Look, guys, it tells you what they are. Rare, common. Okay, so you have uncommon, common, and rare. There's your commons, all that crap. Okay, so let's go up here to, let's go to rare, because that's the most expensive one they have, because they don't have the legendary one. They only had one. It's not available. So let's go to rare. Here you go. 1,600 currency. Okay? 1,600 currency. Let's go platinum. 1,600 currency. $14. Now that's with the bonus. So let's just, we'll say it's $1 per. you know, 100. So $16. $16 for a garbage recolor that doesn't change your attacks, doesn't change any of that. If it was legendary, I understand. I'd pay 100. I'd play 30. If it changes all your attacks, changes what they say, changes the way your moves look, everything. $16 for trash? I'm sorry, the skins are awful. Skins are terrible looking. $12. $12 for this garbage skin. This is one of the worst skins I've ever seen in my life. Right here. Here, you want to see a crap Fang Mao skin? I'll show you. Here, where's Fang Mao? I'll show you guys. Here you go. Look how terrible he looks. He looks awful. Okay, here you go. There's a Fang Mao skin for you guys. How awful does that look? Okay, here you go. Awful. $12. Guys, $6. $12 for that skin right there. It's a freaking recolor. So that's a gigantic issue. They said they're fixing it on the 28th. We'll see. So again, I'm bringing up the issues first and what people are going to think from coming from other games and Pred. I know people that are already hardcore Pred, they're like, that's not an issue. Guys, I'm explaining to you why people have an issue with it. Okay, and then we're going to discuss on how I have felt about Pred playing it. So they're going to change us to 28th. We're going to see how the prices adjust, and that'll be cool. The biggest issue I have overall, the biggest issue of Pred overall, I will show you right now. Here, we can actually just go into practice mode. Check it out. I'll show you guys exactly what my biggest issue with Pred is, and everybody else's that are coming from other Paragons. And again, we've already discussed the graphic increases. This is the last thing we got to do. Let's go. I love this, by the way. This, fantastic, by the way. This right here. Do you guys see this screen? Look at this screen. It looks like a Game Boy that went color. Look at Seraph and Shimby. They look terrible. It looks like literally, I'm not lying to you, a mobile game that went color. Look at this. N64. That's N64 graphics. You guys cannot tell me that's not N64 graphics. Now this part, okay. But that other stuff was Nintendo 64 graphics for the icons, for the layout. So when that's the first thing you see come into Predecessor from another system or something, it has to be polished. It has to be. It's very, very bad. It's very... The OG Paragon didn't look that bad. So you dumbed the game down to look worse than what you got for free. That's weird to me. This part here I like. So for one of the things that is very good, and we'll start all the good things from Predecessor now, I have one more bad thing. One more, and it's the same as everything else with the graphics, but this I love, guys. So this is a crest you select, and it has 3 things you can choose from in that crest. And you have healer ones, you have mage ones, right? You got tank ones. This is really cool. What it is you get to do a certain quest when you get into the game, and then you get this item. You hit the number 2, you get to use this item. It's awesome. So since I'm a mage, I always pick this one. So, and then that item is down here. So here's the quest at the bottom right. Okay, occult quest, or crest, I'm sorry, and it tells you what you gotta do. You have to restore 200 health. When you finish that, it's gonna tell you to restore 200 health again, and then you get your item. So, last bad thing that I have, last one. This UI is awful. It's the worst UI I've ever seen in any game humanly possible. I could do this right now. If I go into Unreal Engine 5, I can make this right now. I've never made a game in my life. It's awful. Now, like I said, they said they're gonna change it, and on top of that, what I think Pred did is the opposite of what Overprime did. And I'm okay with it because Pred's the only one alive right now, which is why we're here. They concentrated on the gameplay first, then items, and all of that, and graphics dead last, as we can all see, and so on and so forth. So I'm okay with it because they're the only ones left around. So this apparently is working at the moment, okay? But the UI's got to change. The UI's bad. So, but anyway, beyond the UI being bad, okay, let's get past it. We're going to everything good about this now. The crests, love it. Love the crests. Guys, the graphics themselves, take the UI away and the character select, are not bad. I'm gonna look. I mean, look at Gideon right now, guys. I want you to look at Gideon. Okay, look at my moves. I mean, they look good. Look at the trees. Look at the, I mean, it actually looks good. Look, the grass. Look at the grass. I mean, it actually looks good. So the graphics themselves of the game, of the characters when you're playing them, minus a couple like Shinbi and Seraph, I think they look terrible. But most of them, like Gideon, looks really good. So I do like that. They did a really good job of that. So I'm very proud of that. Predecessor did great. I'm proud that Predecessor looks like this, even though the rest doesn't. It's pretty cool. So that's a positive on Pred's side for sure. One of the other things that I do like
tower is under attack.
is the announcer that you just heard. Dude, the announcer, way better in Overprime. Way better. It's not even close. And the reason I say that is when you start the game, he counts down 5, 4, 3, 2. Like, dude, it gets you ready to play. It gets you ready to go. Like, it's really good. So I like the announcer in this one as far as what he just says and does and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I do like that. He's on time with everything. You're not seeing a huge delay when you get triple kill, and it's calling the triple kill 3 minutes after you did it. And everybody that plays Overprime knows what I'm talking about. You'd hear about your pentakill 10 minutes after you got it. So I do like that. So I will say I actually enjoy that coming from Paragon Overprime. So yeah, Pred did great on that. Guys, the other thing Pred did good on is the map. It has 2 towers. I love that. I love the 2 towers. They should have switched. They should have switched to the 2 tower thing a long time ago in Overprime. So you got your first tower there, then you have your second tower right here, and then you have your inhibitor, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So it's fantastic. I mean, it's just great. We'll let them kill us real quick. But I love it. I love it. I mean, the 2 tower system inhib, very good, very MOBA-like, everything like that. It's amazing. So that right there is a plus in Pred's way. There's a couple weird things. I'm not sure if I like it yet or not. Everybody gets a blink. So if you look down at the bottom hotbar down there, to the far right is the number 4, I believe it was. That's a blink. Everybody gets it. See? You can remap it, which is what I did. I have it on my mouse button, but you can remap it. I don't know if I like that or not. I'm still getting used to it. It's kind of cool. But I like when people have to be forced to take certain things so that everybody's not babysat. It's kind of like everybody's getting an award. They did this in Prime too. See? Everybody gets an award. It's the number 3. I get it. But I like forcing people to buy awards. So you know what? You get penalized if you're not smart. Or you don't want to buy awards. You get penalized for that. I like that. But it is what it is. Not a huge issue. Overprime did it too. No big deal. The only thing I don't like about the awards is they suck. Guys, the awards in Pred are terrible. They show like a 5 foot. It shows like right to here, where I'm standing, from where that ward's placed to here. That's your ward range. It's awful. The ward range in this game is so bad. And the other thing that sucks, which I don't know if people know this that played Overprime and so on, and other ones, I'll tell you straight out of League of Legends, I play straight out of Smite. I'll be playing Smite too. You can't see other people's wards if you place a ward. If you place a ward on top of the enemy's team's wards, you won't see it. You have to get the sentry ward. So I don't like that. I think that's terrible. That's just one of the things I'm not a big fan of. For items, I love their items. Hate the way it looks, but I love their items. Items are great. Gigantic different ways to build. I love them, man. I've been playing it. I enjoy the items. I'll be honest with you. So the item builds in this, I actually enjoy it. I think they're really good. They got some ways to go, but I get it. But yeah, this is the one you have to get right here to see other people's wards. You can't use your regular wards, so it's kind of eh. But anyway, the items are good. Great job, Pred. Leg up. I like the items. Leg up, definitely. So the crests and the items, fantastic. The graphics themselves are good, minus the UI, of course. Please fix your sound. I'm begging you, Predecessor. The sound in this game is terrible. It's awful. When you use an item, look, when I use that, I get nothing. Nothing. Do you guys hear anything? Listen. That sounded louder, which was my right bump, than me dropping a meteor on somebody's head. Listen to this. Listen. Where's the sound go when it hits the ground? It's louder when I cast it than when it actually makes impact with the ground. So the sound needs an overhaul. Listen again. It's going to be louder when I hit the button than when it hits the ground. Here it goes. Nothing. It's supposed to come to a climax. You're attacking somebody. You're destroying their face. I need to hear an explosion. This sounds louder than this. So the sound needs a rework. I hope they rework it. The other thing is, when you're wearing a headset, anybody that played Overprime smites like this, I don't know about League because I don't play League enough, you can't hear people coming from that far away. You can hear them, yes, but not great. Anybody that plays Overprime with a headset that's an expensive headset knows what I'm talking about. I could hear Crunch or Grux or Steel coming from the jungle long before I saw their big asses, because they're gigantic freaking things, and you would hear them just dong, dong, dong. When they're coming from the jungle and you're in mid lane, you can hear them way before. But guess what? If Kalari comes to gank you, or Countess, you barely hear them because they're on their tiptoes. That was amazing. So I hope that Pred updates the sound as they go along, because the sound needs kind of like a little overwork. You can hear them a little bit when you're in the game. Yes, a little bit. I heard them today when I was playing, but it's nothing like Overprime and some other games. And I hope it will be, because I enjoyed that. I loved hearing Steel's big dumbass and Crunch coming from the jungle before he ever reached me, because I should. He's made of metal. He's made of steel. So when he's running through the jungle, I should hear a dum, 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 dum. Same with Crunch. Same with Grux's dumbass. You ever watch Grux walks? He's like, blah, like a big ogre, right? But then when you see like a Faye, or you see like a Kalari or someone like that, you don't hear them because you shouldn't. They're light on their feet. One of them's floating in the air. So I like that sound. I'm hoping they rework it, because that's got to change. That has to change. That's awful. But the sound of the announcer, fantastic. So it's a little give and take. Listen, listen, listen. When it hits the thing, when it hits the minion, listen. Nothing. Nothing when it hits the minion. You can hear it go off. And on contact, there's nothing. Listen. Listen. You don't hear it hit anything. That's the problem I have. So I hope they fix that, because I enjoy the announcer a ton, but they just don't have an impact like noise. They don't have an impact sound at all. I don't like that at all. It's not fun. So I hope they'll fix it. One of the other interesting things I'll say between Pred, their characters are okay. They're the characters that they make, not Pred's characters, the characters they make. I like Argos. I like him. I like Argos. He's pretty cool. He's overpowered, but he's cool. What new character is overpowered? That's nothing against Pred. Everybody does it. Zarus. He looks cool as hell. Look at Zarus.
My final challenge.
He's awesome. That's a great character. I'm a little back and forth on this one.
This isn't my first hunt.
She looks cool, don't get me wrong. But can we all be honest? This is not an original idea, Predecessor. And if anybody followed Predecessor from the beginning of when they originally were released, you'll understand what I'm talking about. They copied this. Copied it from where? Oh, DC. That's Huntress. Anybody wants to pull up Huntress, look it up. That's Huntress, the weapon and all. And you want to know what's funny? If you ever followed Pred from the beginning before this game came out, her name was Huntress. They changed it to Kira after. Okay, so they copied this from DC. Not a problem. I mean, if you want to come out with DC characters, that would be the shit, honestly. I would love it. Have Batman in here and Superman. But get the rights and then put them in here so we can actually use them as skins. That's Huntress. I don't care what anybody says. I'm telling you right now, it's Huntress. And like I said, I was here from the beginning. Okay, I was in Pred from the beginning. You do understand that they named her Huntress before when she was released originally, and then they changed her name to Kira. So I'm just saying that's how it was, and you know, it is what it is. But let's not say it's an original character, because it's not. So it's a really weird thing, I know, but I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about, exactly what I'm talking about, and you let me know if you don't believe me, okay? I'll show you guys right now. Here you go. Telling me that's not Huntress, guys. That's not Huntress. I'm just saying. This right here, it's not Huntress, right? From the game, they didn't copy that. Okay. You're telling me that's not Huntress right there. Oh my God, she has a crossbow. Anybody else see that coming? That's a copied character. Here you go. This is the original picture of Huntress. There you go, right there. You want to know how I know that? Because it's on the comic book cover. Just saying. So, again, not an issue with it. I actually think it's pretty cool, but let's not say it's an original when it's not. You copied it off DC. She looks cool as crap, but it's a DC character. I would love this game if it got DC characters, because Arena of Valor that I used to play had DC characters. Freaking awesome. Put them in the game, make it like Smite. You have the skins, you have the characters. Pay the whatever they charge. You get them a percentage of the skins or percentage of the character fees, whatever it is that you have to get the licenses for. Dude, it'd be awesome. It'd be the greatest thing in the world. Get some freaking Marvel characters in here, DC or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or whatever you want to. Her name is Shadow Huntress. Guys. Just, it's in the skin's color. Just saying. But yes, they should get the rights to it, because I would love that if they did that, though, if they got the rights to different things. Look at Arena of Valor if you guys never played it. They have the Flash, Wonder Woman, Batman, Joker, Superman. It's cool as hell to have in a MOBA. It's so much fun. Smite does it if you guys haven't played Smite with that. So I like where Predecessor's going with this. I just hope they're not trying to pass this off as an OG character, original for them, because it's not. It's copied from DC. They probably changed the name so they didn't get sued or have to pay the fee that you have to pay for licensing. I get it. I just hope they eventually in the future will actually do it where we can play characters from other things, because I love that, man. That's so cool. You know, get some other characters from movies or popular animes or something like that that you throw in here and make it as a skin, and it changes the way their attacks look. Dude, that's the coolest thing in the world. If Pred puts their time into it like they're trying to do, okay, and this brings me to another point of Predecessor. Overprime players, this is all to you guys, because Pred players are already here. They're staying. I can't say anything to them that's going to make it more interesting. I'm coming over. Put more time into Predecessor than a day. Put more time into Predecessor than 20 games. I promise you, if you put more time into it, it's actually a good game. And this is coming from me, and I was completely against it. If you watch any of my OG Paragon videos of Overprime, they're still on my YouTube channel, still on Twitch. Watch them. I talk a lot of crap about Predecessor. I hated Predecessor. But guys, I've been playing it since Overprime announced their garbage that they were doing. And I've been playing it from the beginning, and it gets better and better and better every time I play it. It is fun. But the biggest thing is, they're doing everything that Overprime should have did. So if you like Paragon, this is all you got left. And I believe in the future, this is going to be very good. And the reason look what they're doing, guys. Okay, Overprime was going to what? Release it on PS5? We did a beta, right? Release it on PS5? How'd that go? They closed down. You know what Pred did? They did the exact same thing, the exact same time, except they left it. So I'm playing against people on PS5 right now. Okay? It's cross-platform already. Okay? You know what they're doing on the 28th? Releasing it on Xbox. Do you guys know what the biggest population of Smite is? It's not PC. It's not PlayStation. It's Xbox. The most population of Smite played right now is Xbox players. You know how huge that is for a game to be released on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC for a MOBA. That means you're going to have a gigantic player pool to not have to wait on matches, to get matchmaking the right way and get paired up with the right skilled level players to make it fun, because the player pool is huge. You know, just on Steam, when I was looking earlier today, it was about 2,000 players, 1,700, 2,000 players. That's not counting PS5. Guarantee you PS5 is a couple thousand players. That doesn't count Xbox at all. That's on the 28th. You're talking another 5,000 players minimum on Xbox. I guarantee it. Because I tell you what, you know where I found original Paragon at? Console. I didn't play PC games originally. I was on PS4, if that's what was on, or 3, whatever OG Paragon was on. That's how I found it. And guess what? I'm still here playing it to this day because of that. So you know how many other people, when it goes free to play on the 28th, I know some people are like, I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to pay. Well, you don't have to anymore. It's free to play on the 28th, guys. So free to play on PlayStation, free to play on Xbox, free to play on freaking PC. Okay? So there's no more, it costs money to try it. Try it. It's free. Why not? But put more time into it. And I'm talking to all the OG Paragon players, all the Overprime players. Put more time into it than 20 games or a week. I promise you it grows on you, because I didn't like it either from the beginning. When I was playing Overprime, I would kind of sneak into Pred every now and then, and I'd play a game and I was like, this sucks. It's not Overprime. It's not. So when you come into playing it, don't think it is. Think of it as a MOBA that is based on Paragon, because that's what it is. And if you loved OG Paragon, you'll enjoy this, but you got to put time into it, because there's a lot to learn, and it's way different. And I still hit the freaking sprint key to this day as I'm playing it, and I played over 100 games. You know, I still hit the sprint key, and I still look for different buffs, and I still don't even understand what the stupid prime buff gives you in this game and stuff like that. But I'm learning every game, and it is fun. Put the time in. Give it your time. I'm still going to play Smite 2, guys. I'm with you on Smite 2. I'm all in. I'm spending $100 on that version. I'm buying it. But I'm also playing Pred, because I'm telling you what it looks like their future is. On the 28th and further, they're putting time in. The CEO came on board and talked about it in the video by himself, talking about the 28th and going live on Xbox, and it's on live on PS5, and it's going to allow for PC, and it's all cross-platform. Then they're releasing ranked play. Okay, they're releasing ranked play, which is what everybody wants. This is why I didn't play Pred. I played Overprime. I want to play ranked. They're releasing ranked play. They're releasing some of our play modes. Matchmaking has been redone. They're releasing a ton of stuff, and not just one graphic increase, by the way, like we talked about. That's on the 28th, and that's for the maps, I believe. Okay, I could be wrong, but I believe that's the map graphic increase. They said they have many coming out within the next seasons. Many. So if the graphics are an issue for you guys, give it time. I'm telling you, I have a feeling, and this is coming from not a Pred player. This is coming from an Overprime player. Once they change this screen here, I think it's going to be nice. The other thing I like about this is each character has their own battle pass. It's linked to the mastering of a character. So right here, see, you have a battle pass. The top layer is free, okay? So everybody gets the top layer for free. If you want to buy each character, then you get the bottom layer as well. So I'll show you one. I have Gideon, but here, who do I know? I don't have Kira, so here. So see, Kira is right there. So to buy her bottom layer, it's 500. So it's $5, guys. Okay, it's $5. You don't have to do it, but it's $5. It's not bad. That's not a bad deal, actually. I don't actually mind that. But it's $5. But you get the mastery skin for free at level 7, and then you get all the way to 10 for mastery. So I like how they did that. I'm being honest with you. I do enjoy that. I have Gideon's because he's my favorite character. So I'm level 5 right now, going on 6. But it's kind of cool. I like it. It gives you a battle pass for each character. So you can only unlock the ones you like if you want to. You get titles, you get emblems, you get backgrounds. It's pretty cool. The affinities, I'm sorry, not this. The profile guys, they give you some icons. You know, they give you jump pad trials that you can change, recall colors, banners, and sprays. I like that. It gives you different stuff. The jump pad trails and the recalls, when they come out with more of them, that's pretty cool. You know, it reminds me of some other stuff they give you. So I like that type of stuff that they give you that. The characters, you earn Amber. So the 8600 is Amber, guys. It's a new currency they just released. You earn that when you play. And as you gain levels with your profile right here, they give you a ton of Amber. I gained 15 today. They gave me 2,000 Amber. One character is 8600. So you can get characters for free if you just play the game, guys. So if you play the game, you get the characters for free eventually because it's Amber and they give you it. So, you know, that's a cool thing. It's a cool thing. If you want to buy them, you can. Don't have to, but you can. You know, and they'll do bundles every now and then. I know I would wait until they change the prices because, like I said, these are way too expensive. You know, but wait till they change the prices. But you can earn all the characters. It's kind of cool. So I do like that. This is the new character, of course, Argus. But I'm just saying, if you're an Overprime character and you miss Paragon, give it a shot, guys. And don't give it a shot for a week. Don't give it a shot for 10 games or 20 games. Give it a real shot. Because I was with you guys. I hated it. I didn't like it at all. I couldn't stand Predecessor. But then I've been playing it and playing it and playing it. And I got my friend Roy in who played. And I got my friend Redo in who played. And we're starting to enjoy it. But it's different. So when you come in, understand it's different and try and see what you can get out of it. You know what I mean? Because I would say it's going to take you about 50 games or more to figure out and start enjoying it. It takes about 50 games to start enjoying it. Could be 100. It could be 100. But it will come. And the reason that is you're coming from another game that was completely different. It was fast-paced. It was fighting. It was this and that. You can make this game that way. I promise you. I do it. Now, will you get destroyed in ranked? Maybe. But the reason I say that is I push fights more than other people do in this game. And our team wins quite a bit. And I get a ton of kills. Because some people are a little weary about going in. You just have to know what your character can do and what you can have with escapes. But you don't have to just sit there in lane and BS around and not do anything. Farm, go to the rivers. They got river buffs in this. Then run over, have a gank if you're playing mid on left or right. Then come back to the mid. It's fun. It actually gives you stuff to do in it. I do enjoy it. But the map is very cool to me. I like the river buffs. I don't know what the other things do with Fangtooth and Prime. I haven't quite figured out all the buffs for that yet, but it's kind of cool, guys. It's kind of based on our buff too, where the more you kill Fangtooth, the more buffs you get. So the first buff is kind of blah, second buff is blah. As you get in the third and fourth time you kill Fangtooth, the buffs get really cool. So the third, fourth buff of Fangtooth is amazing. Overprime, first one sucks. As you get into the game and you kill a later Prime, it's actually really good. So permanent buffs. So, like I said, I would definitely try it if you guys are enjoying Paragon. Try it. They have some stuff that we didn't have, like this. I love Chimera. They have my skin right here that I've wanted forever. I wanted the skin forever, guys. Look at this skin. And they have it. You know, also, let me show you this. This is the coolest skin I've ever seen. Look at this. Look at Greystone skin. It used to be an OG Paragon. We never got that one. Look at this. Look at the shield, guys. So some of their stuff is really cool. Look at that sword. Look at that. Look at this one. Remember this one? So they got a lot of stuff that OG Paragon had that we didn't get to accept and experience in Overprime. So I'm just saying, if you're a Paragon fan, guys, try it. Put some time in. You'll like it. Mostly the community's pretty good. Predecessor I've ever run into, they're not as toxic as Overprime. And people that play, you know what I'm talking about. Every game you would run into that. In this one every 20 games you'll run into it. One every 15 games. I ran into it tonight. He was being toxic to a teammate, whatever. But other than that, I didn't run into that many. I'll be honest with you. I ran into less than what I ran into on Overprime. So it's a MOBA. You're gonna get toxic people. You can mute them. You don't have to listen to them. Just mute them. They don't, you know, you don't have to listen to anything they say. But other than that, they've been pretty cool, man. I met some cool people in here. Heck, I met a guy on my stream, and he played with me, and we ran about 5 or 6 matches together. So they got some cool stuff going on here. So I wanted to make this video because I wish somebody made it for me when I was looking to figure out what I was going to do for Overprime falling apart and us all being pissed off at how that was handled with the devs and that. They're pretty jerks, and I'm pretty sure everybody's pretty pissed about that and how it was done. The ones in this game don't seem that bad, guys. Now, we'll see how it transpires, but watch the videos if you don't believe me. The CEO has videos out. The actual CEO that actually wants to do stuff with this game. And what he has talked about, he has done. So that's a huge thing when somebody says something that they're going to do and they actually do it. Pretty amazing concept, right? Like, we didn't get that. So, you know, let's support Paragon the best we can and give these guys a chance and get a real shot. I promise you, you're going to enjoy it because I am enjoying it. Look at my Gideon's level 5 already, guys. I just started playing this when Overprime shut down. So, you know, I switch back and forth between some other games, but I'm enjoying this a lot. And MOBA-wise, this is going to get my attention in Smite 2. Those are the two. I still play League every blue moon, but not a lot. But Smite 2 and this will be getting my attention, and I just hope that other people can come and enjoy it and see what happens, guys. We got a gigantic player base coming. We got some new things rolling out, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited. And some of the things that I talked about that I have issues with, I believe will be fixed. I really do, or I wouldn't be here still. I believe the graphics are going to be fixed. It's one of the things he literally talked about and said he was the most excited about was them fixing the graphics. That makes me very happy that they acknowledged it's an issue and that he's excited about fixing it as well. And again, like I said, if they just went the other way than Overprime went, I'm okay with that. They worked on the game first. They worked on the gameplay first. They worked on their servers. They worked on their character skills. Guys, there's different kits in here, and to me, every kit I've ran into, I love way better than Overprime. Gideon's kit, love it way better. My right mouse, instead of having a suction underneath that hold him, no, it shoots a missile out. Like, it gives you that extra range because he's a mage. Greystone's kit, his ultimate now, it's not when you get killed it goes off. No, you can hit it and it'll go off. He jumps in the air, heals up, hits the ground. You can hit it at 20% health if you want to. You just can't rely on it to save you. You have to be wary of it and actually use it. So they got some stuff. The kits are really cool. And it's worth a try. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, especially if you're coming from Overprime. I'm sorry I went on a little longer than I wanted to, but give it a shot, guys. If you guys are checking this video out on YouTube, like and subscribe. We're going to post this up today, but this is mainly for the people that liked OG Paragon and played Overprime. Predecessor people, you're already liking it. You're already here. Good community so far. I hope and pray that it continues to grow, and I'm looking forward to what's to come, guys. I appreciate you guys for checking this out. CM Pred, if you guys want to get up with me, name's Palermo Zito. Feel free to shoot me a freaking invite. Jump in the stream. We'll get something rolling here. But, yeah, guys, it's fun. Here, I'll show you guys my thing here. If you guys want to add me, it's Palermo Zito 1287. Feel free to add me. Send me a request. We'll get some games in. But, guys, it's fun. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed later on if you give it a real shot. Alright guys, I appreciate you for checking it out. Good talking to everyone about Paragon again. Feels alive a little bit again after being crushed. So, thanks guys. Hopefully we see you soon. Hopefully we see you soon here on Xbox, PS5, or PC. We'll see you guys soon in the Coliseum. Thanks again.